Hi, hi, this is LEXI WRIGHT, author of 13 different books available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Walmart. And this is the book discussion for starting things off right. So if anybody would like to join, you can now. There's only like 20 questions, so I'm not going to do like a bunch of them. But we're going to start off with one. What did you, well, it's hard to do this because nobody freaking, like, joins these lives, so it's like, asking these questions or, like, talking to myself. Stupid, honestly. But, it's questions that would be for, like, if you're joining the live and you're, like, interacting and stuff. It's hard to do this. So if you like want to follow the group and know what's going on and stuff, then follow every post that I put up and interactive questions that I do that moved from weekly to every 3 days and soon to be every day. But yeah, like I said, it's hard to do, like just talking to myself basically. For example, the first question is, what did you like best about this book? So you can kind of see what I'm saying. It's like hard to do by myself, honestly. Um, would you like to answer some of these questions, Mom? I don't know if I. But you don't have to be on camera. I mean, I don't know if I read the book. Which book is it? It's my first book, starting things off right. I mean, just try your best, I guess. Okay. I'll just ask you, and hopefully, in the future, then more people will join the live, and I can ask more people and interact on comments and stuff, and be a heck of a lot easier if I had people joined. But what? So question one: what did you like best about this book? It was about your life, right? Yeah. Yeah. Just, reading about. Like, I remember some of this stuff. It's like just reading about the stuff that you used to like, you know. Yeah. Question two: what did you like least about this book? Just, I guess, just hearing about stuff that you went through when you were younger. It's hard to read. Number three: what other books did this remind you of? Just like other autobiographies about other people. I can't really think of anything particular. Try and talk a little bit longer. For which characters in the book did you like best? I guess, like your character, because there's like multiple characters, honestly. I'm like the main character. Of course, I talked about James a lot. There's just like there's like friends and family members that were talked about. So like, was there a person in particular that was your favorite that was written about more, or? Just you. That's why I read the book, was to read about you. 5. Which characters did you like least? 5, the people that, hurt you, like the worst, I didn't like how they treated you. Yeah. 6. If you were making a movie of this book, who would you cast?
Oh,
For
man.
instance, who would play me?
I don't know, man. I'd have to think about that. It's like I don't know any real young actresses.
Or maybe possibly a male character could play me because I'm kind of manly. So, I mean, I guess it wouldn't matter who played me, honestly. If you have any ideas, go ahead and drop them in the comments. That'd be cool to have a movie made of my books and life. Yeah, I didn't come up with these questions myself. I got them off a site, so that way it'd be easier and more professional-like. 7. Share a favorite quote from this book. Why did this quote stand out? What is something I mostly like? Something I said more. Like, what do you think there's something?
You love James and would do anything for.
Okay, well, besides that, because that's basically like a whole chapter, for some reason, which I do apologize for. But
I don't know.
like I know one quote I put at the beginning, like something like something to the effect of reality is fake until you make it what you want, or something like that. So start things off right, or something like that. I don't remember things from my own book, and I don't have a copy right now. It'd be easier if I did have a copy. Number 8. What other books What other books by this author have you read? How did they compare to this book?
I think so far, I think this is the only one that I read straight through, like, that I was able to get a hold of. I would like to read the other books, but so far this is the only one I've read.
Okay. Number 9. Would you read another book by this author? Why or why not?
Yeah, I mean, because, like, I know that there's some paranormal books out there and stuff, so it's like I'd like to read those and see what it said, in those, because I know, I like ghost hunting and everything, so.
Yeah. Number 10. What feelings did this book evoke for you?
I felt bad because it's like, just talked about what, happened when, like, you were younger and stuff like that, and it made me feel really, bad.
I didn't mean to make anybody feel bad. It's just basically about my life. I didn't it wasn't the point to make anybody feel bad. I'm sorry I did. Number 11, what did you think of this book's length?
I mean, it was good. I mean, it wasn't too long and it wasn't too short. It was there and to the point.
Pretty detailed to the point. Number 12, what songs does this book make you think of?
I mean, some of what, like, I'm a survivor. I mean, that you survived through, some really hard times.
Number 13, what do you think of the book's title? Starting things off right.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I never really stopped to think about it.
Because honestly, like, what it's supposed to mean is like it's like kind of ironic because how my life was such a tragedy, especially since birth and stuff. I didn't really have a chance to start things off right. I like basically just was handed a life and was like, here, try and do something with it. So uh, that's kind of like an ironic title where it's like starting things off right. I didn't have the chance to do, and yeah. Um, Number 14. Did the book's pace seem too fast or too slow?
No, I mean, it seemed like it was. I mean, wanted to keep, like reading it. So I mean, it was good.
Like, it grabbed your attention and
Yeah.
it like made you want to keep guessing on what was gonna happen, and you
Yeah.
just like kept reading. Like, was it easy to read?
Yeah.
Number 15. Which other character would have made an interesting protagonist? an, an interesting appearance, like in the book, like for what was going on throughout the whole, from beginning to end. What character would have made like an interesting for me to talk about, right? Like out of the blue or throughout the whole book or whatever. Like, who would have been interesting for
You
me
talked about like everybody, so I mean,
pretty much. Whoever came into my life, I just talked about. So,
yeah.
but like nobody in particular would like off the top of your head that seems interesting for me to talk about.
I can't think of it. Like I said, you talked about everybody.
16. What new things did you learn?
Well, I mean, with me being your mom, like I already know, like a lot. I mean, I guess some of the things is just some things that happened when you were younger that maybe I didn't know about.
Or like some things from like when you were away, and
Yeah.
like when I'm at my house by myself, like something's going on like that.
Right.
Okay, number 17. What aspects of the author's story could you most relate to? Again, with you being my mom, so this would probably be easy to answer.
Well, I mean, I can like just some stuff that like. I mean, pretty much. I mean, it's like I was there for like a lot of it, and so I mean,
Yeah, you relate to most of it. Okay, number 18. Why do you think the author chose to tell this story?
well, she wanted to get her voice out there. She wanted to get her story, like her life out there. So that's you know, let other people know, like stuff about her.
Well, not just that. It was like basically like if I went through all of this, basically how much I went through, and I'm still kicking today. And obviously, you can be strong too, and you can see that you're not alone. And it's basically for mental health, and it's like showing like there's so much people can go through, and I'm still standing today, just like my song "Superhero" says. And it's like you don't have to like that. Don't have to become the answer if you know what I'm talking about. You're strong enough to stand today, no matter what you go through. Number 19. Would you purchase another book from this author?
Yeah. Like I said, there's some paranormal books and some books about, like people, like, that you're related to that, didn't know that you was related to. And I like to read that and see what you have to say about them.
Yeah. Final question. Any questions for the author? Me, Lexi Wright.
can't really think of anything. I mean, just, I just want to say you did a good job writing your books, and I can't wait to read, some other ones.
There's 2 upcoming books right now. My 5th autobiography in the works, and another short story book coming out, so that'll be the 3rd one. So this has been a book discussion for starting things off right, and a Q&A with the author. If you guys have any questions, you can leave them in the comments, and I will be sure to answer them. And I would really love it if there was more people to do this with, because like I said at the beginning, it's weird. I mean, but I'm thankful that my mom was here so that way I could do this with her, and I'm thankful that she was able to answer the questions with me and that we could do this. You can join the group, and you can follow me on social media, TikTok. I'm on YouTube. Of course, here on Facebook. But thank you to anybody who did join, and we'll do this again another time. I'm not sure exactly when yet, but hopefully we can do this more frequently, and I can actually have copies of my books in my hands. that'd be cool too. I do got a question for you guys. Do you think there should be book discussions at the back of my books, like how other books do that? Question for you too. Do you think I should do that? Book discussion questions at the end?
Well, I really don't know how you would, do that, because how would people, I mean, I guess unless you put like an address or email or something like that where people could write, like maybe answer the questions on, like to you that way.
Yeah, cause I think those are for when you're in school or something that's those types of books have those book discussions or book clubs, or you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
I think that's what that's for. So like with my books, I don't think it would really fit.
Right.
Cause my books don't belong in classrooms. I wouldn't assume so. And my books, I don't know if they're good for book clubs or not. That's kind of like your own thing. But yeah. So I guess not. But yeah, so I will do this again in the future, and if you want, you can join the group so you know what's going on all the time with my posts. I always update things all the time. I'm constantly letting you guys know what's going on. Events or this book discussion thing, whatever it is, I'm always letting you guys know what's going on. So I mean, and I'm always putting daily scripture up in the morning. I'm always putting interactive questions. Like I said, they were weekly. Now they're every 3 days, and they're soon to be every day. So there's all kinds of cool things with this group. I mean, you guys can join, have fun with this group, and interact with the author. And yeah, and I try to make the group as enjoyable as possible. There are messenger chats you can join too, but I don't really use them too much. But if you do leave a message on there, don't worry, I'll respond. Because it's for the group, so I mean, and it's only stuff for the group in the messages like that. So I mean, if there's any weird messages, then that's when I won't respond, or you can get reported. So just letting you know that. So I hope to see more of you guys in the future. Next time I do this, the next time will be for my second book, Living It Right. So please join the group and join all the lives, and interact with the questions and all that. So I'll see you guys in the future. Thanks for joining if anybody did, and I hope you enjoyed. So peace out for now. LEXI WRIGHT out for now. See you next week.